He had worked with generations of faculty. He had worked with the faculty who had really been the first at the college, who were retiring around the time he started. And so he was a great link between the founders of the college and those of us who came later.
John McDonald began his educational career at Henry Ford College, attending as a student from 1964 to 66. He then transferred to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, where he earned both his bachelor's and master's degrees in English. He began teaching at HFC in 1969, focusing on 19th century American literature and English composition.
I was a high school dropout, basically, and went back to school, got my diploma from Dearborn High, and then I attended the college, and he kind of mentored me through. I didn't think I had it in me, but he pushed and pushed and pushed. He said, "You can do it." And I think the loss when he became so involved with the students or with the union was that the students missed out on his teaching and his teaching style. But a funny thing is I always used to say, "Well, you know, you gave me an A." And he said, "I didn't give anybody an A." And so had he actually had a retirement, I still have my A thing, and I was going to frame it and give it to him at his retirement.
In addition to John being the longtime leader of Local 1650 for over 40 years, he was very proud of two other significant roles he had with the AFT. One was he served for many years as an AFT Michigan vice president. He served at both the state and national levels of the AFT. He was an AFT Michigan vice president for many years, and for the last almost 10 years of his life, he was a national vice president for the American Federation of Teachers, which is almost unheard of for a local of our size.
I think his leadership with the union, with the employees. I went to several retirements, and they get up and talk all the time and saying, if it wasn't for John, we wouldn't be what we have today.
He was concerned about what he could do to benefit our members, to give them professional standing, obviously wages and benefits and things like that, but also to enhance our lives.
John was a tireless advocate for students and faculty, and for the connection between the college and its community in Dearborn. He was fond of saying, Henry Ford College is Dearborn's college.
He knew what he was doing. He certainly did when it came to villages. He knew the right people to talk to and the right literature to write, because he wrote everything for it. And, he was a real leader when it came to getting villages passed.
He was active in the community. Although he didn't live here, he was at everything. He attended every function. He supported everything. Very active in Rotary, active in anything to do with schools, with education. He was an amazing, amazing person.
He helps us succeed. The community has always supported Henry Ford College, and he knew that was important to continue those connections with the community. Legacy for Henry Ford is, first of all, his loyalty and passion to this institution and to what we do. He was a student here before he even was an employee, so he understood what this college meant to first-generation college students. He understood how important it was to have a place where you could get started in your educational career, maybe move on as he did to a university and ultimately grad school. Some people go out into the workforce right from here, but he understood our mission as a college, and so the fact that he was a student and then a very long time faculty member and leader here, that his legacy is that he was passionate about this college and what we stand for. And that's why I think it's so fitting that the Student Center at Henry Ford College will have his name on it for forever. So I think that's a very fitting tribute to somebody who cared so much about the students of this college.